Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mule. This is Colton and I'm doing a review of Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I saw it last night at about 10:30 p.m. on the first Thursday, so there was like 8 people in the theater. It was pretty quiet, but I have good news to report because this movie is actually excellent. And if you saw it in a full theater with some kids, I think it'd be a great experience. So, yeah, I saw it very late. I snuck some snacks in, so I was able to at least not fall asleep. One of the favorite things about this movie is that it has a lot of charm. There's a lot of really good scenes, a lot of good chemistry with the characters. It had underlying message of being active and seeking out friendship because Sonic's he's lonely. That's why you see the baseball theme or the baseball scene in one of the trailers where Sonic is playing every position because he's all by himself because he can't show himself to the world because he might be in danger. So there's a theme of friendship and being alone, and I think it's a very important theme that a young kid could or even adult even could grasp onto. Obviously it's a family movie, so it is great for children, and if you have kids, kids, I mean, this is the perfect movie to go to. There's kind of a assumption that maybe Sonic is for boys, which it is, I guess, but there's no, there's only the one female adult character, so there's not much. If you're looking for female characters, there's not much in this, but maybe in the sequel there'd be more, but it's something you can bring a girl to for sure. So I would also recommend the comics because I did a review of Sonic number 25 from IDW, and it's actually amazing. So, and that comic book series has been great for a long time. So, if you have a big Sonic fan in your family, I would actually buy the comic right now. It's on sale right now at your local comic book shop, or even previous issues, and it's something neat to take to the theater as well for your kid. All the performances were excellent. All the actors did their part the way that they were supposed to. It was all believable. Nothing was crazy. It was just it's a really good movie. I don't get some of the critics' scores for this because it doesn't make sense. This is a very straightforward, fast pace. I mean, I think it was an hour and 38 minutes. This isn't like a 2-hour movie that's a slog and you feel sick or you want to go to the bathroom. The pacing is fantastic. It's fantastically edited because the pacing, you don't feel like you have to go to a bathroom break or get a hot dog or something. This was just straightforward. It is what it is, individually, James Marsden, I think, was fantastic. This is his best movie since probably being Cyclops in the original X-Men series. This guy did amazing job. Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic did an amazing job as well because both of them it was hard, it would have been hard to make this movie because James Marsden acted without anyone there, they used stuffed animals and stuff. Tika Sumpter as Maddie. She's cat just sneezed. As the wife of James, I think his wife or girlfriend of James Marsden's character, Tom Wachowski. So it's Tom and Maddie as the couple, and it's believable. It's not the amazing chemistry between them, but it's believable. Jim Carrey was absolutely unbelievable. This is This is like a bad guy version of Ace Ventura. Like, it was amazing. And there's lesser characters who did good as well. I want to see this movie again. I mean, that's how good it was. I'm not gonna do too many spoilers in here, but the end credits scene, or the end credits song, it's by like Wiz Khalifa. It's called "Speed Me Up." That that song will be in your head for a long time. It was in mine all night. There's 2 end credit scenes, so you want to stay for that. Yeah, the CGI was amazing on Sonic. Like, there was never a scene that was like, wow, that looks weird. Everything looked amazing. The explosions, and if you did see the trailers, maybe you saw a little bit of the Sonic world, and that is in the movie. It's not in the movie enough, as far as I'm concerned. I'd like to see more of that Sonic world than the human world, because obviously we've seen it. Yeah, that's the only thing I really wanted more of, was to see the more Sonic world and maybe some of the other characters. But you do see a couple, so there's teases. It's hard to find faults in the movie. It's just a great family movie. Like I said about the comic books, IDW has done a great job with the comic books. So if you want to get your kids into the comics as well, I think that would be a great idea. And if you're an adult like me, I'm 30 years old, and I grew up with Sonic in the 90s, so I have a connection to the character. If you do have a connection, this is it'll make you feel really good. And I think if they do a sequel, it will. They got a lot of material to work with Sonic. There's been so many TV shows, movies, video games, comic books. They got all kinds of material. So I think we got something special on our hands. And don't believe these Rotten Tomatoes critic goofballs, because I don't know what they saw. There's nothing bad about this movie. It's absolutely worst, a 5 out of 10 if you just didn't connect to it at all. At best, maybe it's an 8 out of 10. It's there's no other score to give. It's not 10 out of 10. It's not something groundbreakingly amazing. It's just solid, and it's a solid base if they want to make sequels. And it's just a fantastic movie. It's must see as far as I'm concerned, unless you're 50 or 60 years old and you don't know anything about Sonic. If you're 45 to 10 years old, I think this is must see. Sonic the Hedgehog movie is must see. Did we think that when the first trailer came out and he looked terrible and there's such a negative fan reaction? But yeah, the studio did amazing. I want to credit the director, Jeff Fowler. It was written by Patrick Casey and Josh Miller. But the director, Jeff Fowler, he was the one that really said, okay, well, we'll redesign the character. I think rumor is they spent about $5 million redesigning the character, and now they're probably going to have a huge opening weekend. Probably, my estimate is $50 million domestic, and probably over $100 million worldwide on a $100 million budget. So, I think the movie's going to make money, and that's why we'll see some sequels. So what do you think of the Sonic movie? I think it was absolutely fantastic, and I loved it. So I hope you check it out, and I hope you check out my other videos on the channel, and please subscribe. I need subscribers. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched so I can get monetized, and then we can do better videos, and all you have to do is subscribe. So please subscribe, and we'll see you later on the next video. Bye-bye.